a Blitzcrank video, but I recall it was a long time ago, and I use a different build now than I used to for a couple of different reasons. But I work on maxing out my grab first every time. Whereas what I used to is I used to get level 1 grab and then leave it there and not level it up at all. In fact, I was leveling up my overdrive and then my power fist. So can't remember when I did that change, but it was really around the time when I started picking up fast boots much more consistently. And if I've got fast boots, I don't need to rely on the overdrive as much. Furthermore, in this game I've got Flash and Ghost, and I don't think that I always go with both of those. I think I sort of accidentally ended up with that this time around, and then I realized, hey, it was good. I have no memory of what I used to do. It's been too long since I played Blitz. But this combo worked well, and I went ahead and played a few more games of exactly this kind of setup. I always get 1 rank in overdrive because it helps, but that's it. So we got the blue buff and allowed them to push our tower. Now, our tower's going to take some serious damage here, and a lot more than we intended. I thought we would be killing the blue buff faster than that. Still, we may be able to turn this into a kill here. I'm not sure. There's a punch. Oh, I got... Okay, well, I'll get mana in a sec. I flash forward. I'm going to be able to do a grab here, but I miss because it actually goes under him as he was in the air, and I get killed. This works out really poorly for us, and that was a big part of this. This was a miscalculation on my part. I think I pinged the blue buff. We went there. As a result, our tower took a lot of damage, and while it may have translated into us getting a kill, instead it's going to turn into us getting double killed. So that is shitty. And we also got at least 1 death at the bottom. No, actually, the double killed at the bottom, double killed up top. Sivir's the only one up right now. This is looking poor for us. There's no doubt about it. You can see I got my Sheen first, which is always what I recommend if you can possibly do it. It makes such an enormous difference for Blitzcrank. The mana helps a lot, but the extra burst damage is so huge. Sheen is just like ungodly on him. I picked up Boots 1, and now I'm building an Aegis. So one thing with Blitzcrank is you are initiating with him, and it's not the same as running into the middle of a pack, but you're still very likely to be the first one targeted because you're pulling someone right up into melee with you. And you're going to get targeted a lot pretty quickly. Let me lose another tower there now. It's going to come in. He wants to pick up Rise, who's got virtually no hit points, but Rise could be anywhere in the bushes, and the whole time he's being beat by Jin, the new guy. Yeah, he definitely gets exterminated there. Am I going to be able to catch Rise? Punch him, kill him, excellent. Am I going to be able to power fist Shin? I think that's his name, Jin Zhao or something like that. Yes, okay, so things were definitely looking grim. That was a pretty good turnaround here. Feeling good about that, and Sion and I may be able to push this tower here. Nunu's still in the middle. No, I don't see anyone top. I only see Nunu. We know 2 of them are dead. Oh, I see Ezreal as well. Looks like they're coming this way. Ah, fortified. God damn it. We definitely would have gotten that tower down otherwise. Now we got to watch it because there's definitely some people coming this way. But, I mean, we're pretty tough. Sion does have a stun, which we can use to defend ourselves with. And there comes Ezreal, but we're going to get a couple of punches in anyway. Now someone's teleporting in. It's definitely time for us to go at this point. I grab Ezreal, punch him, explode. Don't quite kill him. That's a damn shame. But definitely guarantee that he can't stay. Sion took a fair amount of damage, Rise took a fair amount of damage too, both from my AoE, and I think Sion was doing a little bit of damage on him. Nunu is MIA, so that's a little worrisome. Looks like our Olaf is coming around back and may be able to do something. We've got Rise kind of squeezed between us, and the tower's super low. I ping him to go straight towards him. There's the beats, the explosion, and get out of there. I'm targeted. Wow, so close to death. And I gotta get out somehow. I've decided to run this way, which probably a good idea. And go. There's still a couple of avenues by which I could have gotten ganked there, but looks like it turns out perfectly fine. Olaf is continuing to move forward. He's going deep in territory. I'm not sure where he's hoping to end up here. Looks like all their champions are hugging the towers. Maybe he's hoping to catch someone running through the bush. We shall see. We shall see. I'm going to finish my boots here. Right, this is my first game with Blitz again after a long time. I'm like, which boots do I get? Which speed boots? And I think either swiftness or mobility are both going to work perfectly fine. It depends on your group a little bit. I end up with swiftness here. Mobility does work excellent. Mobility makes it a little harder to chase down someone who runs from a fight because of that 5-second delay before your speed kicks in. On the other hand, it gives you much better ability to be anywhere on the battlefield. And I think that if I only had one mobility power, I may have gone with it. I don't know, it's hard. I have to do more testing. I'm totally out of touch with Blitz. I'm sort of just winging the game that I'm playing here. So they're doing a decent push in the middle. Oh, we're going to be able to grab Rise here for sure. This is, I'm sure, going to turn into a kill. Finish him off with a punch. Yeah, so ever since I've started just maxing out my punch first, I've realized how much that grab does as damage. It does a significant amount of damage, even without an AP. Obviously, it ends up being less of an issue once you get into the late game, but this mid-game here, so once you hit level 9 and you've got your grab maxed out, it is in a good position to be a considerable nuke. Now, not so much against Nunu here, who had a fair amount of hit points. He also has magic resist. I'm actually using magic penetration ruins here, even though I'm not going with an AP build, and part of it is because that's just a big team fight here. Tryndamere goes down. He didn't use his ult, which is surprising. Maybe it was down from a previous encounter. We've got tons of AoE going down. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 people die. Amazing. Big team fight. The only person left up is Rise, and he's not going to be able to do much. He is just too squishy that even in the tower there, if he sticks around, we're going to be able to easily focus him. I grab him, punch him, and he just melts when everyone else turns their abilities on him too. Wonderful. Take down one tower. I think we'll be able to take down the second tower. Everyone's been dead for kind of a long time. Like, it just told us ace now, but most of them have been dead a little while. We'll see how this works out. I don't know why I was hitting a minion there instead of the tower. I think we'll probably just focus on the tower here. Ooh, there's a lot of them now. And I make the mistake of walking out a split second too fast. And I know what I was doing. I was stepping back to see if I could pull someone out of the tower range and hit them there, you know, get some burst between my grab and my punch, and just really, you know, sort of make it so that instead of them ganking us, we gank them. But in effect, what it meant was I stopped attacking the tower when we could have gotten a kill on the tower. And, you know, we probably still would have had some deaths, but I don't think we all would have died, and at least we would have gotten the tower. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an error. I don't know. It's so hard to know. You know, if I'd stayed in there for the tower, instead of having us start to run, maybe we would all have died within tower range or something crazy. Who knows? Just farming a little gold here. Still love his ultimate. It's on such a short cooldown. It does a pretty good amount of damage. I still have yet to do a full AP build on Blitz. And if I'm going to be playing Blitz, I'm definitely going to have to do that more. And really abuse, you know, between his grab and his ultimate, how much damage you can do. But I like my build so much. I'm so comfortable with it. And I think people underestimate the amount of burst damage you can do on a non-AP Blitz. Because once, I mean, you get that Trinity Force, you're getting a lot of crits. You've got a lot of speed. Your punch, you know, well, all your melee is going to do a lot of extra damage after you use your abilities, and generally speaking, that's going to happen 3 times at the start of every fight. You grab them, and then melee them, which does extra damage, and then power fist them, which does extra damage, and then you hit your W, which increases your attack speed and also procs your extra damage one more time, and all of those attacks have a pretty high chance to crit once you get your Trinity Force, well, your Zeal. It's pretty respectable, so I don't know. Of course, given all that, I really should be comboing this better with armor penetration rather than magic penetration ruins. But I think both routes are valid. Oh, she just melts. Sivir was definitely out of position right there. A little too far from the tower. I was hoping that she was just going to bait them back towards the tower, and then I was going to jump in there. Now, Nunu here, he's got his Banshees out. Big team fight. Now, I pulled Tryndamere there to stop him from being able to chase Sion, and thought maybe, you know, I'd be able to get a kill, but then too many people came my way here, and I'm definitely going to go down. So, hey, where did Cho'Gath come from? I have no idea. He's trying to get down Tryndamere, waiting for that Endless Rage to wear off, but not quite. He dies just as it does that. And Olaf also fails to get down Tryndamere. Wow, that is We tried to get him down so much, and it just did not work out. Yeah, that really could have gone in our favor so easily.